Hey people, first impression is very important, and so today I will be judging these dogs from the face value. That is the thing that comes to my mind every time I see a certain kind of a dog. And let's go, let's do this. This one here is called a French Bulldog. Now, the reason why it is called a French Bulldog is not because it emerged from France. No, this is because of all the bulldogs, this is the most romantic of all bulldogs. It is like the most romantic, the most tender when it comes to handling other dogs. And so you see the way it is sticking out its tongue. That French kiss thing, that tongue kiss came from France. So this is the most romantic of all dogs. And I don't want to say that is the reason why he was eating a cat here. Since I can't judge this one from the face value, I'll just give you the history, and it is pretty simple. It is called a golden retriever because every time they would go out in the field and lose their gold, it is this particular dog that would go and retrieve back their golds. It knew the scent of gold. In today's contemporary society, this is the equivalent of what we would basically call a gold digger. It was a gold digger of the dog community. Of course, this is a German Shepherd, always sharp and ready for duty. But the history behind them is that in 1964, the Germans had started traveling very far from home, all the way to Africa, East Africa, to colonize countries like Tanzania and innocent Africans who had nothing to do with the Germans. But this was a pure act of greed because they had lots of cattle at home and lots of wealth. And they were going to look for more wealth in East Africa. Now they took a bunch of wolves and trained them, gave them drugs that confused them, and the wolves, which are now the German Shepherds, would end up being the shepherds of their cattle back at home. And that's how they became to be known as the German Shepherds. They would take care of business. So yeah, they would be down there in Tanzania and Tongo grabbing people's lands and, looking for slaves who would come and take care of the cattle so that they can release the wolves and pet the wolves and just oppress the other human beings. Like, that's how effed up we are, like a people. And it was around the same time when the Australians realized, the Germans are not having to go to the field to shepherd and to look after their cattle. And the Australians saw an opportunity here because every time an Australian would go out to look for their cattle, after their cattle, they would be bitten by something dangerous. In Australia, if anything bites you, it is dangerous, it is venomous, you're going to die. And so they learned somehow to train their dogs and call them Australian shepherds. So they would go out in the fields, take care of the cattle, and bring them back home. And that way nobody would be bitten by a venomous something. Win-win situation. Now this is a Chihuahua. And where I come from, if you are a man and somebody calls you a Chihuahua, you might end up fighting them. Because you see, the general interpretation of someone calling you a Chihuahua is that you are handsome, you have your shit together, you are well dressed, you are looking kind of expensive. That is the general interpretation. But the low-key interpretation and meaning to someone calling you a Chihuahua is that you have a sugar mommy who is taking care of your business. Just imagine. Now this should be a German short-haired pointer if I'm not wrong. These ones, judging it from the face value, if dogs were going for clubbing, they were going for party, this one would be the stripper dog of the dog community. Like, they have so less fur, it's almost like they're naked. And I think you can see, let me not go there, let's just judge the other dog. Oh, what do we have here? This is a pug. Almost sounds like a puff, because if dogs were doing drugs, this definitely would be like the drug lord of Ohio. Always suspicious, even when they're trying to look very innocent. Just looking at that face, you come on, man. You look like a drug lord, drug dealer. You're a peddler, He wouldn't pass for innocence. He wouldn't. For me, Huskies are like 8 years old on Sugar Rush. Like, these dogs are too active for life. You have to be an idler for you to keep such a dog. But they are beautiful. They are beauty queens. But oh, the Sugar Rush. Evolutionists tell us that the dogs evolved from the elephants and then they became the dogs. But I just wanted to draw to your attention that not all dogs evolved from the elephant. This one must have evolved from something like a lizard, or guinea pig, or just something funny. There is always a kid that doesn't fit in. That should not be the case, but I feel like a bulldog is that kid who just never fits in. I mean, people love them, but nobody wants to keep them. They want to keep chihuahuas and some stupid dogs. A Doberman. Like, I feel like this is how a dog should look like. When I say a dog and close my eyes, this is the image that comes into my mind, not those other type of dogs. This is a dog, but even more importantly, this is a beauty dog, and this is the dog that wanted to be a cat. Like, in another life it would just be in a cat. Now this one, hey, why would someone keep a dog like this? Like, you have a lot of money for salon, because definitely your girlfriend is asking for money to go for salon, and then she's keeping a dog that goes to salon. This just doesn't work for maybe an African man. Then you see, they're all drama queens. Look at this. Look at this. Is this a dog? Or is it some storage for ponytails and artificial hair? I'm struggling to call this a dog. This is hair. Yeah, like. So the point of this video is that a dog should look like this. Yeah. Like, but for real, this video has no point. I was just bored, and then I read somewhere in a motivation that people can pay you for your ignorance. If you're bold enough, you could even get paid for your ignorance, for not knowing things. And so I decided, I know nothing about dogs. Why don't I just record a video of myself just saying the first thing that comes to my mind when I see a dog face, even if it is not accurate, like, even if that is not what everybody else thinks about that dog, even if that is not where that dog came from, that is not its history. If this YouTube algorithm can pick this as a video that you're watching, and you've been here all the way for the last 7 minutes, then this can actually pay me. Subscribe and entertain my not so good ignorance. Also, if you don't mind, you can tell us what you think every time you see a certain dog. Also, you can tell us what you think about this video. Just go down there and leave a comment. And you don't have to be nice. Yeah, you don't have to be nice.